Good afternoon, world. We're having a creative day at home. Sacha's in the kitchen there, preparing some food. And Story has been working on a mixed media art project. Story also asked me to draw a picture of Poppy. She said, do the best picture of Poppy you can do. So I drew this. Poppy herself has been keeping herself busy, being a sweetie as usual. She's feeling so soft at the moment. Story is down on the beach looking for some materials to put on her painting. She wants to stick some real world materials onto the picture, which look nice. And what are you creating in the kitchen today?
I'm making a vegan tapa recipe, which is a very, very popular, common and delicious meal here in the Philippines that generally it's eaten for breakfast, but we're having it for lunch today.
Yeah.
It's lunchtime, so I've been actually preparing for quite a while. It's taken a while to put it all together.
Well, traditionally, what is the tapa made of?
A tapa is normally a kind of beef jerky type meat, a dry cured, that's the word, beef, which is shredded and marinated in a sauce, served with rice, with a fried egg on top, normally, traditionally, I think. So we obviously don't eat eggs or beef, so I veganized it and I looked up quite a few recipes online about how to do this, and I've kind of blended 3 or 4 recipes together to make my own. So earlier on I shredded up some soy protein chunks, which we ordered online, like a vegan meat substitute. They look like this when they're dried. Soaked, before you cook them, you soak them. I soaked 100 grams of the soy protein in hot water for about half an hour. Then you squeeze out all the moisture, drain it, squeeze out all the liquid, and I then shredded it in the food processor, and then it turned into almost an exact look-alike of tuna, which I wasn't expecting. It looked exactly like tuna. So if you ever want to make a vegan tuna salad or something, you can use soy protein and shred it up in the food processor. I then put it in the air fryer.
I haven't seen how this has turned out yet.
It cooked in here for 15 minutes at 150,
Okay.
and it's turned like this. So I wanted it to be crispy,
Well, that's looking
like
right,
that.
isn't it?
And then I made so it looks like that now.
Yeah.
And I made the marinade already. So while I cook the rest of the meal, the rice is already cooked, but I'm making garlic fried rice, which is another staple here in the Philippines. You've got to love a bit of garlic fried rice. So I've cooked the rice, I'm going to fry that up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to put the sauce on the vegan tapa flakes.
Let's see if Poppy likes this. Is it Poppy approved? Sit! Good girl. Oh, is it still in? Yes, as the only Filipino in the family, I can approve of this meat. And only meat eater.
Aw. We've had this before, and she actually goes mad for it. You know, she squeaks and whines when I'm cooking it, and when I was preparing the chunks before they got air fried, she was by my feet like going, oh, I want some. So she actually thinks they're meat.
Yeah.
So
She does eat tofu as well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And loves chickpeas. So you could be a vegan dog, couldn't you? You're an omnivore at the moment. Just a quick check on Story. I can see she's down there playing around. Oh, I think she might be returning with her art materials now. No, she's still on the hunt. I'm curious to see what she'll bring back.
in the tapa sauce, it is soy sauce, vegetable stock, garlic powder and fresh garlic as well. Put a fresh garlic clove in there. Pepper, ground pepper, and some sugar to cover it all, mix it in, and then that can just sit and marinate for a bit while I cook the garlic fried rice.
I presume by the time this is all finished, that's going to have soaked into the meat.
Well, yeah, but we fry it up as well, so if it hasn't all soaked in, then we'll cook it until it goes dry.
It'll reduce down.
Yeah.
So we have actually had this dish back when we were meat eaters and we first came to the Philippines in 2015.
Yeah.
So we tasted it back then and we liked it. Now there's a couple of vegan carinderias on this island, isn't there? The one main one is Veja, and they do a good vegan beef tapa.
It's really good. It's one of my favourites.
It's how, I don't know how they make it though, because they make their own meat mix here, don't they? I think it's a mixture of tofu and seitan, I think, mixed together, and I can't remember. They told us how they did it. Bit of a secret recipe, but it has a good texture to it.
Yes, well, the main recipe that I used for this actually used tofu, and they grated the tofu. So again, it was that kind of shredded small bits, so it goes crispy when you cook it. So we didn't have any tofu, we're out of tofu today, so I'm using the soy protein chunks instead. Hopefully it will turn out...
I think it will turn out better actually.
Well.
Because this stuff is actually quite meaty. The texture is like almost like very tender beef. So if you're then taking that and reducing it down with the sauce and the flavour is right,
Yeah.
I think it will be probably better than the tofu.
Filipino Tapa also has a fried egg with it normally. Not everywhere does a fried egg, but I think like kind of the traditional meal, the traditional breakfast, you would have a fried egg on top of the rice as well. So I've made a chickpea scramble. Now this isn't cooked yet, I'm about to fry it up. So it was a can of chickpeas that I did half whole and half I blended in the food processor to make a hummus with some lemon juice and salt and pepper. And the whole chickpeas I just mashed up a little bit so they kind of just went a bit mushy, and mixed that with turmeric, black pepper, lemon juice and some salt. So, and then this gets fried up and you just mix it. So again, I haven't done this before with chickpeas, just a can of chickpeas. So I'm going to see how it turns out, and it should turn out like a kind of scrambled egg rather than a fried egg. So that is going to be our egg element. And normally we would use a black salt, which is actually really nice if you want to make eggy flavoured recipes, because it has that kind of sulfuric taste. So if you ever want to make a chickpea omelette or scrambled egg or something like that, use black salt. But we're out. I used it all up. It's in order, so it's actually in the post to us now.
In the
but
post.
We don't have it today, so I just use normal sea salt today.
Hello, sweetie. What's in your bucket? Ooh, show us your treasures.
Let's see what I find.
Okay.
Show me.
I found a stick, I found a shell for the beach, I found a rock for the beach, and I found sea glass for the sea.
Nice. All right, give it a go. Just cooking up the garlic fried rice now. Always love the smell of cooking garlic. Good old rice cooker. This served us well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Rice comes out perfect.
Yeah, this is still the same rice cooker that we had when your mum was with us.
Yeah, we bought a really cheap one, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's lasting a long time.
Alright, in it goes.
Worked out right, didn't it? Garlic fried rice.
I'm going to put in the tapa and the egg now.
All right, at the same time.
2 different pans.
All right.
But look how it turned out now. It's a little flower.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So how's the cinnamon bark coming along?
it's coming good. I'm making it more dirty.
Yeah.
But now I want to make it orange.
Yeah, okay. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I want to make it orange so it doesn't look that real. So you know it's just cinnamon that I painted. That's looking better.
So we're just reducing this down, trying to get the texture and the flavour right. It's not quite there yet.
It looks really burnt on the pan, but the actual flakes aren't. But
I think it looks alright. So we're just plating up the food now. Everything smells nice.
it does.
This is a bit of an experimental scramble thing.
It is. I've never done it like this before. We
Yeah.
make chickpea omelettes all the time, but this is a chickpea scramble. But it's basically like a cooked hummus.
Yeah.
It does go a bit drier, but I think it looks authentic.
Yeah,
It does
it
look a
looks
bit like
alright.
a kind of a wet scramble, don't you think?
Normally you would probably use a silken tofu to make the scramble look a bit more and taste a bit more authentic, but the tapa came out really interesting. Look at that. Looks like it's got a lot of the elements of regular tapa.
Yeah.
Smells good, it's got the right flavours into it.
All right, there's your one.
Really, thanks. Let's give that a go.
Hey, Story.
It's actually nicer now that it's cooled down as well. It's gone a bit drier, which tastes more authentic tapa. I like it. That's what you think. Good flavour?
Yum, 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 yum.
What do you
Like
think?
your reaction.
I like it. I think it's nice. I think, yeah, leaving the tapa a little bit has made it go a bit drier. I think it could be a bit crispier. But for a first attempt, Yeah, making a vegan tapa, I think it's pretty nice. The garlic rice is lovely. The egg is nice, it's different. But yeah, I mean, this took me 2 hours almost to make this lunch today. And I said before that tapa's normally eaten for breakfast, but this is mine and Jay's first meal of the day. So technically this is our breakfast still, brunch.
Yeah. Which is served to a Filipino.
Mine,
Let me have another spoon and I'll tell you.
mine is just lunch because I had breakfast, didn't
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, you did. Do you like your lunch?
Yes, I do. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You'd serve it to a Filipino.
I think I would. Maybe Lola Luz. I'll try it out on Lola Luz next time.
This is a surfer
Mhm.
from my picture, and this is the sun with nice shine and fingerprinted clouds with and some fluffy clouds with cotton wool. And this is a rainbow, a beach house, Poppy, our dog, turtle with his eggs, a shell, a monkey, painted that monkey, a blob of sand, another shell, real sand that's glued onto the paper, real sand again. This is dry brushed white bits on the sea. That's a leaf because we always get leaves on our beach for some reason. And this is actually cinnamon.
Mhm.
That's actually cinnamon if you don't know.
Looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, doesn't it look like bark? This is leaves, the leaves of the palm tree. And there's the storm destroyed bit.
You very happy with your picture?
Yes.
We're walking off that tapsi log. Poppy's out for her evening run. I actually can't see her at all. Story couldn't finish the whole plate, so we put the plate down on the floor for Poppy and she ate the rest of it. There you are, you beast. After the heavy waves, a lot of plastic got washed up on shore again. There's not a lot you could do about that, to be honest. The waves were coming right up to the grass. Now that the weather is a bit calmer, I have to come and pick up some of these plastic bottles again. Whoa, look at her go. So fast. She does entertain us. It's fun to watch her running around. You calm now, Poppy? Oh, she's gonna start digging. She's gonna dig you all up, make a load of mess. Aren't you, Pop? I think she's got a bit of coconut in her mouth. It's very rare to see Poppy sitting calmly and not running around like crazy. You're still a pup at heart, aren't you? Felt nice to just do something homey today, having one of your new recipes.
Yeah.
Just enjoying being at the house.
Yeah.
We take it for granted that this is home. I feel strange a little bit that we've been here for so many years now. I was just thinking about when we brought our other dog Eden here, and now we've got Poppy, and you know, Story's grown up 3 years. We've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
And it does feel nice actually that it feels so much like home here. And this has been our peace and quiet for so long.
Poppy!
I'll say that. And then Poppy covers me in sand.
There's the whole beach and she wants to dig a hole under my legs. Like, why?
This is what doggies do.
Why, Poppy?
We're just going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon light. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!